Was there
So
a president who was good, like in terms of, treating immigration?
President Reagan was good.
Ronald Reagan was the most pro-immigrant president in American history. He worked to make immigration easier, and gave amnesty to illegal immigrants. He placed a legislative priority on immigration reform and got it passed even though he had fierce opposition in Congress. In his final speech as president, Ronald Reagan explained that he was passionately pro-immigrant.
You can go to live in France, but you cannot become a Frenchman. You can go to live in Germany or Turkey or Japan, but you cannot become a German, a Turk, or Japanese. But anyone from any corner of the earth can come to live in America and become an American. This, I believe, is one of the most important sources of America's greatness. We lead the world because, unique among nations, we draw our people, our strength, from every country and every corner of the world.
George W. Bush.
He signed the Immigration Act of 1990, which is the most comprehensive reform of immigration legislation the U.S. ever had. Here are some things that the act created: family-based immigration visas, 5 employment-based visas, green card lottery, diversity visa program, to admit immigrants from countries whose citizenry was underrepresented in the U.S., the temporary protected status, TPS visa, that helps immigrants who are temporarily unable to safely return to their home country. Introduced changes in non-immigrant visas like the H-1B visa for highly skilled workers. Lifted the English testing process for naturalization, getting U.S. passports, for seniors. Eliminated exclusion of LGBT+ immigrants under the medically unsound classification of sexual deviant. Presidents who did not do much for immigrants. Barack Obama lost an opportunity to pass immigration reform because he put all his energy into healthcare reform. Donald Trump and his nativist ideology were obviously not good for creating a better immigration system. Joe Biden is not good for immigrants. Jesse Bless believes that he is in the pocket of labor unions, and there are a lot of deep-pocketed Democrats who believe that progressive immigration policies will hurt American jobs. The best presidents for immigrants were actually Republicans so far, and Democrats are not doing that amazing when it comes to creating a better immigration system.
I actually think Republicans, the problem is immigration transcends every part of society, from those who are vulnerable to those who are very wealthy. We've talked about it, from U visas, people who just were victimized, or asylum seekers, to EB-5 investors. And I think it's tough. That's why it's so hard to have a Republican take a consistent view on immigration. Because what they would say is, oh my God, you want to come here and build a business and you're going to hire a bunch of workers and we just have to give you a 3-year visa? Yeah, why is that bad? You're going to pay taxes on that? And I think Democrats would say, oh my God, but they're going to take jobs away from people. Or so I think it's tough to put like a consistent hat, Republican or Democrat, on a policy. I think that a lot of times there's a large swath of America who haven't done well in the United States over the last 40 years for reasons that have nothing to do with immigration, but can be framed in immigration rhetoric, meaning the factories all went away because immigration. Nobody tells the truth about it, what immigration is and what it isn't. It's all framed in terms of like, they're coming here to take your job, or they're coming here to commit crimes. The biggest losers are, in fact, the American people, because we're at our best and we were built on a system where we encourage people to come and join us and work together. So it's unfortunate.